Alright, hello, and welcome to a new Looney video. Today we are discussing everyone's favourite Martian. Isn't that lovely? Created by Chuck Jones, all of his shorts were made under his direction. Marvin was constantly trying to destroy the Earth, as it obscures his view of Venus. Although, at least he isn't trying to get a better view of Uranus. Despite his stardom in more recent years, he did only appear in 5 Golden Age shorts.
You have made me very angry. Very angry indeed.
So I thought I'd look back at each appearance, discuss my thoughts on each short, and rate them out of 10. So sit back and enjoy as we delve into the history of Marvin the Martian during the Golden Age of Looney Tunes.
No, don't leave. There's a beautiful Earth out tonight. You make me very angry.
Marvin's first appearance was in 1948's Haredevil Hare, paired alongside Bugs Bunny, who is tricked into becoming a guinea pig for space travel after being tempted by some carrots. I mean, I'd do almost anything for food, but he is a braver bunny than me. This cartoon was set just before the height of the space race between the US and Russia, with both nations starting to experiment with the idea of sending rockets into space around the same time this short came out.
What the heck's going on? I'm getting out of here. After all, only a coward would destroy his ship.
Marvin is joined by his loyal companion, K9, who would appear in a couple of shorts alongside him. It is notable that Marvin doesn't get much screen time in this short, with Bugs taking a while to get to the moon and a lot of the gags involving K9. Marvin's main objective is to destroy the Earth, which would become a running theme in subsequent shorts. Most of his look would remain unchanged from this short, but there are a few differences, such as his gloves being yellow and his voice not quite being polished.
Oh, goody. Another uranium Peel-36 explosive space modulator. Isn't that wonderful? Now we can blow up the Earth.
Still, an all-time classic, and one of my favourite Bugs Bunny shorts. You can see why they wanted to do more shorts with this funny little nasally Martian. I'd rate Haredevil Hare a 9.5 out of 10.
Pardon me for bothering you, Marconi, but, did you say you was going to blow up the Earth? Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Well, adios.
We must capture a live Earth creature, K9, and take it back with us to Mars. Isn't that a nice assignment?
After a 4-year gap, we would see the next Marvin short in 1952's The Hasty Hare. It was quite commonplace for big gaps between characters' first appearances and their second ones, due to the production backlog of cartoon shorts, with studios only working on shorts that include characters that had demand. Clearly they saw something in this little guy. This is the fully fleshed out version of Marvin that would remain almost unchanged, with his iconic voice now in place.
Oh dear, now I suppose I shall have to use force.
K9 also returns for this short, but with some changes as well. Whereas in Haredevil Hare he was portrayed with the typical dumb guy voice, he is now mute and communicates with Marvin with handwritten notes. Don't ask me how he's able to write them or where he keeps them. Cartoon logic, I suppose. This time it's Marvin who visits Earth. Funnily enough, he is never named Marvin in any of the original shorts. Marvin was only a name given to him when they wanted to make merchandise in the 90s for the upcoming Space Jam movie. So a lot of the Looney Tunes fan base will never call him Marvin, and will call him Commander, which is the written name on the letter he opens when arriving on Earth. I do enjoy this short. It's got some really clever moments, and Marvin really does steal the show. And the whole mutiny scene is maybe the highlight.
Oh, mutiny makes me so angry.
The end sequence is a visual feast with all the planets, stars and moons being dragged together. Funnily enough, the guy in the telescope is a caricature of Friz Freleng, which I never really noticed when I was young. Overall, I'd say this is a decent short. Nothing too special, so I'd rate it a 7 out of 10.
Everybody to Zoid ship! We've struck an iceberg and we're sinking fast! Here, get into this life preserver, quick! Happy birthday, you thing from another world, you.
Oh, thank you.
The only Golden Age short in which Marvin is paired alongside someone who isn't Bugs Bunny, this time he is paired with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. What can I say about Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century, which I haven't already said before? It is a masterpiece. Just a year after the Hasty Hare, it is one of the all-time greatest shorts, let alone in the Looney Tunes vault, I mean of all time. The dynamic between Daffy and Marvin is so good, with them being as stubborn as each other in their attempts to claim Planet X for themselves.
I'll see what the little stinker is up to on my super video detecto set.
Meanwhile, Porky plays the straight man, as he would do so in a lot of Chuck Jones shorts when he is paired with Daffy Duck. Similar to Haredevil Hare, Marvin doesn't actually get a lot of screen time, with him only appearing after the halfway mark. In fact, he speaks very few words in this short. With no K9 to assist him, he isn't exactly in the mood to chat with Daffy. And who can blame him? Daffy, as usual, is overly confident and easily outsmarted. The whole disintegrating scene is probably my favourite gag in the entire Looney Tunes vault. I have raved about how much I love this short in a few previous videos, so of course it gets a 10 out of 10. What else would it be?
Ha-ha! Got the drop on you with my disintegrating pistol! And brother, when it disintegrates, it disintegrates. Well, what do you know? It's disintegrated.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Despite the popularity of Duck Dodgers, it would take 5 years for another Marvin short to surface, with 1958's Hare-way To The Stars. Possibly a big reason there were only 5 Marvin shorts during the Golden Age would be due to them being themed in space, and there haven't only been so many ways you can get Bugs Bunny into space without it being repetitive. This time Bugs is accidentally involuntarily blasted into space.
Oh dear, now I shall have to create more Martians.
This whole short would heavily inspire the space-themed levels in the 2000 PS1 platforming game Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, with whole sections being recreated, including the jet scooters and the super upper.
Q-36 explosive space modulator.
Pardon me, sir, but could you... Hey, excuse me, pardon me.
Oh my, what a wonderful earthling specimen to test my new space modulator experience.
Marvin would undergo a slight change for this short, with his usual red leotard being swapped for a green one. We also see a return of the Green Martians that was seen in 1955's Jumpin' Jupiter, a short with Sylvester and Porky. Again, this one is another favourite of mine. I'd rate it a solid 9 out of 10.
Oh, goody! My Illudium Q-36 explosive space modulator. There is a growing tendency to think of man as a rational thinking being, which is absurd. There is simply no evidence of any intelligence on the Earth.
The last Marvin short from the Golden Age was 1963's As A Mars Hare. And yeah, this one is by far the weakest. Marvin keeps his look from Hare-way To The Stars, but everything else just feels a bit off. The sound effects all feel very cheap. And most of the cartoon is taken up with Bugs arguing about going outside of the ship, so there's very little interaction between him and Marvin. The opening sequence, I'd say, is the only positive part of the short, with Marvin observing the Earth and calling them insects with no intelligence, which, to be fair, that is pretty true. We see a reoccurring gag that has previously been shown in a few other shorts, where Marvin gets squished down, so all we see is his helmet and tennis shoes. No idea why Chuck Jones was obsessed with characters wearing tennis shoes, with Gossamer also a big tennis fan. The short kind of just ends, with Bugs being transformed into a Neanderthal rabbit.
Oh dear, I got the silly thing in reverse. He's turned into a Neanderthal rabbit.
It's a shame Marvin's last Golden Age short was a bit of a stinker, but then not many Looney Tunes characters got to go out on a high. With this one, I'd rate it a 4 out of 10.
I'll tell you this much. When I get back to Earth, old Elmer Fudd and the rest of those hunters are due for a big surprise.
So there we go. That was a look back at all of Marvin's shorts from the Golden Age. Which one was your favourite? I do have plans to do this type of video with a few more characters, such as Taz and Witch Hazel, so be on the lookout for those. But for now, take care and leave me alone.